If, like me, you spent the summer of '94 with a pint in your hand and your heart in your mouth watching Ireland in World Cup USA, my next guest is about to put a huge smile on your face. He's one of only 3 Irish players to win the PFA Players Player of the Year award. He's one of the greatest defenders to ever pull on a jersey for Man United, Aston Villa and Ireland, and is the only footballer in the world who can be identified by 2 words, ooh-ah. Would you please welcome the legend that is Paul McGrath? There you go. Get this one's the new knee. Is that right?
That's the new one, yeah.
Okay, so we got to take care of that one, and that one's still hanging in there.
That's still sore, but it's better than that one.
It's better than that one.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why these 2 knees are sore is all of the legendary performances that you put in for so many teams, including Ireland. 30 years since USA '94.
Wow. Long time.
Long time. Luckily enough, we're going to take a little look. This will bring you back and bring everybody at home back. Have a look at this.
With the shot, and it's there! And in goes Roberto Baggio. McGrath's head got there. Dino Baggio once more. Again, it's McGrath. And once more, Paul McGrath, the man to the rescue. A towering performance from Paul McGrath. History has been made in the Giant Stadium in New Jersey. Another magnificent chapter in Jack Charlton's managerial career. But a monumental performance from Paul McGrath.
I'm happy with that.
Never gets old.
No.
That never gets old. You were man of the match for Ireland that day, and you shouldn't even have been on the pitch.
Yeah, I had a problem with my my shoulder, my left shoulder, and I should not have been on the pitch.
That's a very Paul McGrath understated way of saying you basically couldn't move this arm at all.
My left arm was a bit knackered, so. But I could drag it along with me. You know, I was sprinting and stuff like that. It was coming with me. So, no, but I was getting away with things that day. But Phil Babb and Terry Phelan and Dennis Irwin in particular were brilliant. I mean, we all just defended for our lives that day because it was the Italians. And everyone just worked together, and we got through it.
You got the job done, and I mean,
yeah.
Was there an Irish person who lived in America who wasn't in that stadium? I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, we bought the place out. I think the Italians were a little bit raging that, you know, the very small sections of them were there. But yeah, it was always going to be our day. When we walked out and saw how many Irish were there, it was just scary, like, you know. So, and yeah, it worked out okay for us.
It did work out okay. You would have went through a brick wall for Jack. Was that fair to say?
Ah, yeah. Jack treated me really well, and you know, even when I wasn't maybe on the best of form and stuff like that, he always brought me on the trips and stuff. He didn't always play me, like, but he always brought me with the team and made me want to feel part of the team and stuff like that. But,
he was sort of a father figure to you in ways, was he?
Yeah, I think he was. He always wanted me in the team, but there was certain times I tested his patience.
Yeah, like what way?
That was a nice way of putting it.
That is a very nice way of putting it. Because you didn't always agree, but there was an understanding there, wasn't there? There was a...
Yeah. Oh yeah. I all the lads loved Jack though, you know, and no more so than me as well, because I think I came back from where was I that time? Israel. Oh yeah, I went to Israel for a visit for some reason. And then I flew back. We flew back. I wanted a partner there. No, I flew back on my own. And Jack said, "Well, you can come back then, but you're not going to be playing in the next game." And so he just blocked me for one game. But he could have said, "You're getting a 7-game ban." You know, he never did that. So, he really did look after me, sort of thing. You know, arm around the shoulder and all that sort of thing. And he was brilliant at that.
You played for a few legendary managers, you know, Jack Charlton and Graham Taylor, Alex Ferguson. Fergie had a kind of a different style to Jack, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
He did, yeah.
He did. He tried to pay you to quit football.
He tried to pay me, yeah, he tried to give me a few bob just to say I'd quit it and stuff like that, but
Now, you say a few bob. What was a few bob?
Well, it wasn't enough to stop you playing football. You know what I mean? If he was going to offer me an absolute fortune to stop playing football, but it wasn't that, you know. But I would, to be honest, I still wanted to play football, so I wasn't. No matter if it had been a lot of money, I wouldn't have given up some of the games I'd played even since, simply because he wanted me to out of the game. He just did not want me playing, and but then I understood from his point of view why he wanted me out, because there was a few of us were drinking recklessly, and so we were being a bit stupid and young lads and all this sort of stuff, and he was right to try and Well, he didn't try and get us out. He got us out. So he did quite well.
You mentioned the drinking there. I heard you say one time that you used to drink because you weren't sure what was coming up round the next corner. What's your life like now? Is it more predictable? Can you see the road in front of you better?
Oh, very much so. Yeah. I've got quite a group of kids and stuff like that they keep my feet in the ground now, because I have to look after them and make sure that they have a good life and stuff like that. I wasn't in my younger days. I just wanted basically I just wanted to show off, so I could maybe. You wanted to play well in the games, but you wanted to do it for the wrong reasons, so that some girl might see in the stands and say, "Oh, he's not bad, and I'd be going, "Are you pointing at me, love?" Because footballers are I think we're selfish sometimes. Like we just it's our own gratification that we want. And it wasn't until I went to Villa and I learned. To become part of the team and not just be wanting me to play reasonably well and get the accolades for myself and stuff like that. It wasn't till I was taught about, do it as a team. And it worked out okay, at Aston Villa. It was brilliant.
I mean, that's a bit of an understatement.
It worked out.
I mean, it worked out, more than okay. When you had to give it up, when you had to, say goodbye to the game, I know that was a difficult time for you.
Yeah.
What was it about it that you missed? Was it the game itself, or was it the camaraderie?
Definitely the camaraderie, the relationships you build up with some of the lads. It's just brilliant. It's your life for, it can be 15 years, and then all of a sudden, lads drift away, and you drift away to another team as well, and I found that's the hardest part of football, because you go to another club yourself, but you have to kind of start again in the relationships thing, where you which guys are you going to trust, and are they going to be always wanting to back you, because some people don't like certain people coming into their club thinking they can just suddenly walk into the centre half role. They really don't like it, which is normal as well. So you have to kind of prove yourself over and over again. If you go to a different club, you have to prove to yourself, or to your teammates, that you're good enough to take the #1 spot and stuff. And that can be difficult, but it's something you have to do. You have to have the, excuse the expression, balls to walk into someone's club and say, I think I'm as good as you, and I think I might be taking your place,
spot.
your space. That's difficult.
We had Jamie Dornan on earlier in the show. He was talking, about losing his mum and dad. I know you lost your mum a few years ago, and that was particularly difficult for you because you said she wasn't only just your mother, she was your best friend.
Yeah, that was very, very tough. Because I'd grown up in an orphanage in Ireland since I was 5, and yeah, it was tough. But my mum always used to come to the orphanage, and she used to always try and kick football with me. Wasn't always a great idea because she wore sandals. So, but she just wanted me to be a footballer, and and when I lost her, I was a bit all at sea for a while, and just doing the crazy things that I usually do. But it was a tough time.
You're talking about your mum there, you're talking about the kids, you're a granddad now as well.
Yeah.
Do the grandkids know what a legend that their granda is?
I keep telling them. No. They do now. Sorry.
You've been on this show, so many times. I remember, watching Gay host a tribute to you, back in the 90s. Every time you come out here, do you realise how much people here love you?
Oh, I'm amazed they still would come out and clap and stuff like that, because I've done so many misdemeanors. Is that what they're called now? And, I've missed games, and I've been, found drinking some places and stuff like that. But Irish people have always been very loyal to me. And it genuinely does, I just think it's brilliant, And one day they're all going to go, we've had enough of them. But they've been brilliant to me, and I love and thank you for the support I've had over the years, because it's been just second to none. It really has.
Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Listen, thank you.
Come back and see us anytime. Give it up one more time for Paul McGrath. That's it for tonight, folks. We're back to do it all again next Friday, when you at home will be choosing who will represent Ireland in Eurovision 2024. My vote's for Paul McGrath. I'm just putting it out there. 6 acts will be right here next week. Only one of them can go on to fly the flag for Ireland at Eurovision in Malmo. So join us next Friday night for the ultimate Eurovision party. Until then, I believe there could be a gin and tonic with 2 sexy actors in the green room. Paul McGrath might be there as well. You never know where that will end. Until next week, this has been The Late Late Show. I've been Patrick Healty. We'll see you then. From all of us, good night.
It's on the Late Late Show.